whatever I'm about to do with these chili peppers, I'm not about to eat them as fresh chili peppers. I'll do something. As we are getting into winter, we picked up a lot of peppers. Yellow peppers, green peppers, and red peppers. What you see over here is a lot of lemon drop. So 10 hours of a dehydrated running electricity, you're wasting too much. What do you get out of it? There's a Punjabi saying, "Shauk da koi mol nahi." What it loosely translates in English is there's no price for your passion. Hello, universes. You would like to go back and let's be friends together. Hello, welcome to our channel, my friend Bob. As we are getting into winter and fall is still in its bloom. Well, bloom should be for spring, but you know what I mean. What happens at this point in time is that you start picking whatever is left in your garden and you start bringing it in. Depending on what you have, it will also depend on the yield for that year and everything. For this year, we did bring some vegetables, and in another episode, I'll show you what to do with it. But also, we picked up a lot of peppers. You might have seen that in our previous episode already, when I showed you how to winterize chili peppers. What I did was I cut those chili peppers and brought everything in. Those chili peppers have been sitting on the floor for a good 5 or 6 days. There are two reasons for it. I'll give you the right one first and the other one second. The first one is, whatever I'm about to do with these chili peppers, I'm not about to eat them as fresh chili peppers. I'll do something with it. So leaving them on the plant, and even though the leaves are wilting a bit, the peppers still look fresh as they could. It brings the flavor, it condenses the flavor. The second thing is, I did want to get that done a couple of days ago, and it was my laziness that it stayed that long. But no harm done. So what I'm about to do is, I'll pick all these chili peppers. They're all different kinds. I will not divide them by what kind. I'll divide them by color. So I have like really yellow peppers, green peppers, and red peppers. I'll pick everything. I'll divide by the color, and then I'll show you what I'm about to do with those three colors. So let me go ahead and start picking them first. The process is very simple. You just go ahead and pick them from the plant. Doing it outside, two things. One is it's cold. The second is, when you're doing it inside, you can just sit down on a chair and do it. So it took me, a bit more than half an hour. And this is what I picked. What you see over here is a lot of lemon drop. A few of these, and I think this is the orange habanero. I forgot, but it's on the spicier side. So that's one. In this section, so we have the green ones. So on top, you see a lot of Mad Hatters, Thai chili, some of the lemon drop, which is still green, and there are a few other peppers in here. On the red side, again, Thai pepper, red, a Mad Hatter also gotten red, the Dragon Griller, and a few others. So that's what we have. My thought from here is very simple. I'll try to do 3 different things with these chilies. And before I go there, let me share something. I really do not appreciate fall as much. The reason is my garden is dying, and it does not, I lose my happiness. But one thing which I appreciate about fall is when you start picking everything and you bring it inside, or even if you're doing it outside, and you find like so much, like between all these two, there are a few pounds. I didn't expect that much, and I wasn't expecting these to begin with. Surely I do expect, but every year is different. There have been years that I brought things in wheelbarrows, so every year is different. My thought with these lemon drop is to make a a sweeter kind of a sauce with, let's say, pineapple and mangoes. Might put some sugar, and I'll show you what I do with it. With my red ones, and this is the one you have to wait till the end because I have a very interesting idea what I'll do with them. I'm about to dehydrate them, but not just put in dehydrate and dehydrate. I have a thought about it. With these, with the Mad Hatters, because they are not that spicy, and then I've got some bells also. I am about to make a soup mix, so they will go in there. The rest of the green ones, my thought is to blend with ginger, garlic, and a few other things. And I'll show you again what I do to make some kind of a cooking sauce. You pick these peppers. The yellow ones I'll move away because I'll be cooking them, and this is the last one I'll do. With the red and green ones, I'll show you right now. So with the green ones, I do have some of the sweeter kind, some bell pepper. They're smaller in size, but I don't need those for what I'm doing right now. All these Mad Hatters, I really can use somewhere else, and I can keep some for fresh eating. So let me move those out. A couple there, that's fine. I have red, actually got two red Mad Hatters. I'll keep them for seeds for next year, even though I have plants indoors. But there are times when people will ask me for seeds, so why not to do that? So first of all, I'm doing something with the green ones. I've got a blender over here. I'll put all of these in there. Now, again, as I always tell you, what I do, there's never any science to it. It's just done with an eye. So I really don't have a recipe. I'm just making a cooking sauce where all I want is some flavors. Put in the put it in the fridge, and when I'm cooking something, just take a spoon or something and put it in there. And make my life easier. I don't need the red ones over here. What else do I have? I have a whole clove of garlic that goes in. I also have, in my hydroponic system, I grow my fresh basil. So I'll take that with with the sticks, or it will be fine because it will crush it. If you're particular about it, you can actually just, you know what, I'm wrong. There are some which are very hard, so they have to be, but then there are some soft ones, so those are fine. Okay. In the end, I think I was totally wrong. Most of them are a bit too hard. So I have garlic, I have the green chilies, and then basil, and then I'm putting some just brought from outside fresh lemongrass, and last but not least, fresh ginger. I will start grinding it the way it is. I'm not sure it will grind, and if it doesn't become a paste, what I'll do is I'll add a bit of vinegar. So let's check. Wow, the smell, fresh smell of green chili, and these are not spicy chilies. Okay, I like the consistency, but I would want it to be either, it's still a bit too coarse. I do think I'd need a few spoons of vinegar. I'll use apple cider. I also have synthetic. You can use one or the other. I'm just doing it to get to a point that it becomes more like a paste. I think that should be enough. Again, this is homemade, which I finished earlier this year. Okay, I think I'm generally happy with the consistency. Let me put this aside and let me do the preparation with the red chilies. So what I'm about to do with these red chilies, I'll make a red chili, you can call it a salt because I'll add a lot of salt in it. And I'll show what I'm about to do. Now, one of the things I'll tell you that I do follow a lot of Facebook groups and watch YouTube channels. And on one of my Facebook groups, we had dehydrated something. Somebody said, "Why would you do it? It is so to do just these chilies, which I would not just do one run of these. I'll do other things with it. So 10 hours of a dehydrated running electricity, you're wasting too much. What do you get out of it?" There's a Punjabi saying, "Shauk da koi mol nahi." What it loosely translates in English is there's no price for your passion. Tomatoes, simple example, you can in the United States buy it between $1 to $2, sometimes $3 a pound around the year. The tomatoes you grow at home cost you more than that, much more than that. But what's the difference? One, it's your passion, so you do it. Second, the quality and taste. And third, when you do things with your own hands, the flavor tastes better to begin with. And then the other way you can look at it, instead of wasting that money, giving it to a shrink, this also helps with your mental strength and mental exercise and anything to do with mental health. So why not? So what I'm about to do with these peppers is, let me bring this bowl. I'll put a slit in them. This is actually red jalapeno. When I picked them, I did get rid of the green stem, and you'll realize why I'm doing it. I will marinate this in something I just figured out. What I'm about to do is I'll put some liquid smoke in it. And the reason I'm doing it, I don't have a smoker, but if you have a smoker, do it that way. Because what you're trying to do is make a smoky flavor out of it. So I have this particular liquid smoke. I'll put a roughly spoon and a half. And then I fill it with some white vinegar and some apple cider vinegar. And since I'm doing it, I'll also add a bit of salt. Now, I'll cover it and let it sit on my kitchen counter. It doesn't need to go in the fridge for a few hours to a day. And after that, I'll take the chilies out, keep the liquid, and the best thing with this liquid is I'll put it in a bottle. It becomes a spiced up vinegar or smoked, whatever you say it, so you can put in fries or in many places that you might put vinegar or other things. And from there, I'll dehydrate. With these ones, I'm about to cook them, so let's do that. Do mangoes with it. They've been sitting in my fridge for like 2 or 3 weeks. So it will be pineapple and these chilies. The pineapples are caramelizing already. See the beautiful color? The only thing we have done till now is pineapple, sugar, and that's it. And it's burning. The color is fine. The yellow is beautiful. I don't smell any chili on it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Super spicy, super sweet. And I can taste the pineapple in it.